what Chris was saying too. I mean, all these new revenue streams keep popping up if you keep your eyes open. I mean, let's stop talking about ringtones for a little while. I had a guy come up to me in the hallway said, "This is my ringtone song." I was like, "Is this 2006? What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, last time I checked, there was 100,000 iPhone apps sold in the iTunes store. Like, seriously, get with what's going on right now. So, to chime into what he said is that also, we're talking about monetary dollars and the digital monetary dollars, but you have to also remember what time we live in and what point in history. So now people, even though they're not paying you with cents, they're paying you with attention. They're paying attention because attention is scarce now. In a world where, you know, everything is abundant, attention is not, because there's only so many hours in a day. So going back to what he has, that's why as an artist and as a label, as a producer, as whatever it is you are, as a brand, outside of music, if you're a lecturer or whatever, as a brand, you have to chime into the psychographics, the AOI variables, the activities, opinions, and interests of the exact person that you're trying to target. And someone who does that very well is the gentleman that's walking down the aisle right now, my man Stretch, partner in crime, This City Town Business. And they're one of the perfect case studies for this, and Gary as well. They've built brands and been able to leverage the brand around Fizz and turn that into so many opportunities. And where it's perfect that they just walked in the room is that they also didn't just sell music. They sold product. And so that's the key now, is not just your one-off CD. It's yourself, as he said, as Chris says, the brand. Well, Coca-Cola just doesn't have Coke. They have Coke One. They have Diet Coke. They have even, not 7-Up, they have Sprite. They have all these things in their product line, so you have to have the same thing. Why are you still just selling $10 CD? Like, who wants that? What is it about that CD that I can't just fucking download? There's no value in that. Now, take an approach like this. This is a wallet. I don't know if you guys have seen Pulp Fiction, but Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson's character Jules has a wallet, and it's a bad motherfucker wallet. And I have one, and I show it to everybody in any conversation that I have. Now, Freeway, who was formerly of Rockefeller Records, he had an album come out called The Stimulus Package. And so his CD, the packaging was a wallet, and then the inside there was a bill with his face on it, and then it was a digital download, and you could download the Pro Tools session and have all the instrumentals on your own. And he did a Willy Wonka type contest and all that. But the point is that now you have to offer value on top of just your music. Like we were talking about earlier, your music is the loss leader. What can you bundle it with, and what kind of tiered pricing is? You kind of want to look at what the airlines are doing. The airlines have rewards programs. I'm a diehard Nas fan. How come I'm still paying $10 just like every other dude that's buying Nas, if I've been supporting every album he's been doing for the last 15 years? So we have to start looking at it in how you can deliver the most value to your key customer. And by doing that, using the AOI variables and the psychographics, you might not need to always have to be on WorldStar. Like, just because you have a couple of thousand views on WorldStar doesn't mean nothing. Where's the ROI on that? So really, when we start looking at, a lot of people have things ass backwards, where they're spending all their time on MySpace, Facebook, and Twitter. And when you look at industry averages, those only accumulated together, only count for about 8% of your total revenue generated when you look at per channel how much everything's doing. So you're not even getting traction, but you're spending them all day tweeting and shit. You have it ass backwards, because if you were to build a one-to-one personal connection with each person via email list and target it, that doesn't mean spam them. That doesn't mean if you're CC'd on somebody's thing, you take Big Von's name and add it to your mailing list and throw it out. That means they really know who the fuck you are, or they opted into it. There's a book, if you read it, Permission-Based Marketing by Seth Godin. You could read 2 of his books and be ahead of the curve. Read Permission-Based Marketing and read Tribes. Tribes talks exactly about how to connect with the people who want to be led, or the people who want your message. And what was the last part of the question? I'm sorry, brother.
Well, that answers it. You know, the AOI, I thought that was really brilliant. Very
yeah,
incisive.
I mean, there's a key to it. There's an actual formula. A guy named Michael Masnick from Tech Dirt kind of coined it. It's CWF plus RTB equals money in the bank. Show you what you think. So basically, the C is connecting, the W is with, and the F is fans. And adding that with giving them an ample reason to buy is money. And that's like, no shit. Well, that's what you guys aren't doing that. You guys are just throwing stuff at them or spamming them and not creating any demand for it. So, you know, there's a pecking order to everything. So